So, ladies and gentlemen, this is DeVoid in-house tournament, premium tournament. It's 2v2 tournament, which is taking place in 2025 September, and it's starting September, probably gonna end somewhere mid-October or something like that. And it's a team-based tournament, which together the players in the same team can be 8k, and yeah, they are just matched against each other. We are starting with the group stages, so first is group stages, and then it's double elimination stage happening. And on the Arctic Flowers Elite, the first game, on the first group, we have Undertaker, which is Taiwanese origin player. He has a nickname in Chinese, which or Mandarin or whatever it's called, the language. Sorry for disrespect, but yeah, that's something which I'm not able to read, so that's a thing. And his teammate is me, Sugarcult, and we are playing on the North America server, and that's, as I said, already happening in Arctic LE. On the opposite side, on left bottom corner, we are meeting Team SpLiT, which is the Terran player, I believe from the Germany, and Philander, the Protoss player in teal or light blue, which is from, I believe, South Africa. So that was very interesting arrangements to make in time-wise. As I said, the game takes place in Arctic Flowers Elite. This is a group series, first round, and this is actually best of 3 series. Whoever wins goes further, just plays with the groups, and so on and so forth. This is my first time casting 2v2 tournament, and in general everything I'm trying is completely out of nowhere, so bear with me, and we're gonna end this up in the YouTubes and whatnot, and we'll see how it ends up at the end. So the whole story will be landing in the YouTubes, and everything will be enjoyable there. So what are we seeing? So this is 15-15-15 opener. Seems like Undertaker is going for extra 3 bases. Sugar is sending 2 links. We have spotted the Reaper going over. There is a wall off, which is already spotted by the Undertaker's Overlord, and Sugar is sending his in. There is natural bases. It looks like pretty standard game, I would say. What is this? This is a reactor, so it's barracks reactor into another command center. Wow, that's like a bit greedy, but okay. Expected, because Undertaker is actually already expanding to a third. Lings are fighting this, and SpLiT is building a factory next to his barracks with the reactor, which means that he could change it and put some Hellions on the line. The Marines are starting. Meanwhile, Mr. Sugarcult is going for Roach Warren. If you have seen, I'm talking about me in third person, that's funny. If you have seen, then it looks like it's gonna be 9 Roach aggression straight up from the gate. And it looks like Undertaker is holding the Lings department as the Ling flood follow-up. Philander is actually building a Dark Shrine, Robotics Bay, and couple of gateways, so he's already making some like ball of units. And it looks like, yeah, it's Hellions and some Adepts and some reactor coming up for the barracks. So it looks like it's gonna be pretty standard, like early mid-game ball. But as I said, there is 9 Roach already being prepared. It's running from 1 gas, there is not much drones, so that's quite a big commitment, and Sugarcult is releasing that pain upon his opponents. Meanwhile, SpLiT is exchanging the tech lab for the starport, which means that he's going for Banshees, and the robotics bay or robotics facility is building the warp prism, which would allow Protoss player to warp in units whenever they are coming. I believe that both players, SpLiT and Philander, has spotted the aggression coming, Big Ling, Flood and Roaches, and there comes the fight in between them. Roaches punch through the wall, which is the purpose of them indirectly, and it looks like it's gonna be trying to hunt down the Hellions. The probes are pulled, SCVs are not pulled here, probably would be needed. There are some mines being planted right now in ground, which would make a lot of AoE damage, and Ling Flood is being continued by both Zerg players here. And the aggression has done some damage. Probably, I don't know what's the resources lost. It looks like it's actually quite equal, except that the Terran player is now starting to lose more, because he has lost his ability to build anything out of factory, and he lost a lot of workers. Can I see that? I think I don't. Okay, my bad. I don't know the shortcuts. There is Dark Templar already on the field. That's a spicy improvement, but that makes Zerg players unable to see the opposing unit, which is killing their units. Lings are taking on the tech lab. There are more Lings flooding in. Production is showing that Undertaker has been attacked with the Dark Templars with the War Prism, but there are 3 queens waiting for that War Prism already here, plus a Spore Crawler. It manages to get it down. Sugar meanwhile slowly is creeping up his economy, while Undertaker already is on full 3 bases and keeps on flooding the opposing players. Looks like the aggression has calmed down largely, except the one Dark Templar, which got rid of the 4th base of Undertaker, which has provided already his overseers. And Sugarcult is actually taking a 3rd base, and I believe there was already one more. Yeah, that's a macro hatchery there happening. Meanwhile, on the Terran side of things, we might have missed something, or I might have missed something, because there is no SCVs anymore. But now there are 3 Banshees which are aggressively punishing the Zerg players for not having any anti-air except some spores and queens. And Sugar is really behind on economy. Philander meanwhile is taking a 3rd base. The Terran player SpLiT has recovered his natural base and could be going for expansion. It looks like it's gonna be some Ling Hydra combination of things from the Undertaker. Yep, that's how it looks like. There is already infestation pit happening, so there could be hive coming any moment. Could be taking up. There is Ling Hydra, and Sugar the Cult is going for the +1 attacks, and it looks like it's gonna be some Roach Hydra combination with some overseers. What's happening on opposite side? The Philander is going for storms, going for some upgrades, melee upgrades. SpLiT meanwhile is building barracks and engineering base to go for bio combination. It looks like that's gonna be the name of the game, but no 3rd base for Terran player yet, while Sugar has recovered his economy to the 3rd base. I hope everything's fine. Yep, everything is fine. There are some Archons with War Prism and 1 mine going for some aggression. There are 5 queens and a Spore Crawler, which is pretty big force to be respected. The mine was shot down, and it looks like the armies are being built. The economy wise, I believe Undertaker is in front by a lot. There are still those 3 nasty pesky Banshees flown around. I don't know where the War Prism. There's the War Prism that went here. Philander is walling off his 3rd. SpLiT is only now starting to expand the 3rd base. It looks like the Undertaker goes for the melee +2 and +2 armors, while Sugar is going for +2. attacks, and as I said already, his combination will be Roach Hydra, which is pretty okay. Philander is getting in some Dark Templars and trying to go for side attack, like this poking aggression. There are Overseers over here, Hydras and everything. Those are being pulled, and now the Hydras will be ready to get rid of it. Meanwhile, SpLiT has chosen to attack the other side. The Lings are attacking the SpLiT's third base, which unsuccessfully is going upwards. SpLiT, meanwhile, is attacking the third and fourth of Sugarcult. Sugar pulls the army to react, and Undertaker has pinned down the third base of Terran player of SpLiT under his Ling pressure. Medivacs were held back. The Lings are being answered with some High Templar Immortal Archon combination, which already looks like a death bout pretty much from the Protoss player. Meanwhile, Undertaker already has gone to Hive, has Vipers and Ultralisks on the way already with +2/+2 melee, while Sugar is going for his Infestation Pit only now and his fourth has gone up. The army of Sugarcult goes for third base of Philander. It's poking in. Meanwhile, Undertaker is under attack from the death bow of Protoss player. Sugar is making action in the third base. There are storms going down. Meanwhile, Undertaker is protecting his own main base, fourth base, pretty much, and fifth. And it looks like Sugar has poked through the wall or disabled the wall for the Philander, and already gone into the natural for the both opposing players. While Undertaker has successfully protected his fifth base and main base from aggression, and now can join for the attack. Yep, Sugarcult has been answered. The push from the Sugar has been answered, but there is already Zealot being warped in by the Warp Prism here from Philander, which is quite pesky. But yeah, probably the aggression will be held. There's still two bases running for the Zerg player here, and for the Undertaker there's like 3 bases running. Philander and SpLiT has decided to push out, while their combined army is like 200 supply. The Undertaker pretty much is maxed out, which is really dangerous. Even though there are Immortals, there's still Lings, Roaches, and enough Hydras to counter the pressure, the aggression. And there are some Vipers even. I don't know what's the action for them, but unfortunately, that's the split of the split, and it looks like it's GG well played. Yeah, that's what it's called. And Sugar and Undertaker takes the game 1. Alrighty then, and we can jump straight up into the second game of the group stages. Yup, that takes place on Yellow Jacket. Cool. So it's a best of 3. And I believe the first game was taken by the Undertaker and Sugarcult, which we are watching at right now. So on the left bottom corner of the Yellow Jacket, we have team Hide Your Sweeties, Undertaker in the yellow playing Zerg, and in the pink it's Sugarcult playing Zerg. It's so weird to talk about myself in the third place, but whatever. Philander asks for pause, which we are perfectly leading into opposing team, which is Philander in a light blue teal playing Protoss pieces, and in the blue colors SpLiT playing Terran pieces. So there has been a pause being asked, and pause has returned. Everything is fine and dandy. Yellow Jacket has like 2 entrances, so one is here and one is on the ramp, and Protoss and Terran players have really this good opportunity to actually wall off the both sides, while Zerg players cannot do that, which could be quite annoying, but then again it's safely giving the Protoss and Terran players safe 2-base sound starts of the games, which Zerg is having because they are like economically more quicker, faster. And yeah, so it looks like the beginning of everything is quite standard. There is a Reaper coming up, there is second bases for Philander, SpLiT, and both Zerg players. Everything looks quite basic and fine. There are 2 links being built, some 2 double queens from the sugar, and there are probably 3rd base going to be dropped down with this drone. Yeah, that is how it is. The Undertaker is going for 3rd base. There is Reaper already coming to scout out what the information, and Overlords are doing completely the same thing. There is Stalker for Philander being chrono boosted, so the Overlord is in danger. SpLiT run into the Zerglings of Sugarcult, and they are going to be killed. Unfortunately, there is no way out of them, and also the Overlord being is most likely going to go down. So that's quite unfortunate start. Ling found a hole in the wall, which I guess is on purpose over there, but is getting some information inside the main bases, although there is nothing much to see except that there is 3rd command center being made by the SpLiT. The opening looks like similar. It's 1-1 with Hellion aggression. Philander is building Stargate in the wall off. The Zerg players are just pretty much playing leveling up. There seems that the Roach Warren is pretty fast already placed, so it looks like Sugar is feeling like there's gonna be Hellion aggression, which will need to be held off from the Terran player, which is absolutely correct guess, or that scouting information. The Undertaker has an Overlord over here which can spot a lot of things. That's a great one. Let's see what comes out of the starport. It's an Oracle, yes. Yep, the Oracle being built for Philander. And the first Hellions are running out for SpLiT. SpLiT is going for 1-1-1 opening with the command center in between. Lings are hunting down the big aggression, but unfortunately now there are 2 Hellions, Reaper and Adept. But Roaches already are out and are able to hold back the defense. That's gonna be a little bit of an aggression from the Protoss and Terran players over here. I don't know, did they have a team name? I don't remember, unfortunately, right now, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, Undertaker joins in defense. Still, the Roaches are the best because Roaches can handle the Hellions much more easily than Lings. Undertaker can use this time while the Roaches are holding the front to actually go and saturate his 3rd base, which is giving economical advantage. Philander meanwhile actually is taking a 3rd base. Behind that he's going for Void Ray, and it looks like it's gonna be Marauder aggression, because it's concussive shells being researched. There is Liberator being made, so that looks like it's gonna be some sort of Hellion Hellbat Marauder push from SpLiT, and it might be continued with some Adept and Void Ray aggression. Meanwhile, Undertaker is going for the... Who's picking that? That's Undertaker. He's going for the Spire, which means that there will be Mutas, which is really good against this kind of aggression, but Mutas will take a long time to appear because that's really long time. Yeah, meanwhile he's sending links for 3rd base of Philander, and the Roaches are here to protect against the pull. There is Macro Hatch being dropped as a half partly wall off, but the Liberator is the problem. Also the Hellbats is the problem. Looks like Sugar is losing all the roaches. That's a dangerous thing. SpLiT should go in probably to get more. That was not a cancel, so that was a big sacrifice from Sugarcult. Their queens are in the action to get rid of Liberator. Roaches are still dying left, right and center. There are some Banes being warped in, some Lings from the Undertaker already are there. The split of an army has been there. I don't see any units from the Protoss player, so this looks like it's now the Oracle arrives. This looks like it was aggression from SpLiT alone, and it has been successfully held back by Sugar's Roaches and Undertaker's Lings. Excuse me. So Spire has been done. 3 bases are fully mining. There's 4th base for Undertaker. So it looks like Sugar has been sacrificing for defending the aggression. There are some Void Rays being spotted from Philander, but that's not a problem for Zerg players if they have Mutas, because Mutas are strong against Void Rays. There are mines, some defensive, and looks like SpLiT has taken the 3rd base finally. There are some medivacs being used. Because it's full wall off, the Marines could not go out to help against the Ling aggression which was taking place. I didn't spot that, but War Prism was shut down by the Mutas, so successfully defended there, but it looks like there was a mineral line going down for Sugarcult because of the aggression from the Philander using the War Prism. Yeah, it's Terran player is going 1-1, he's going the bio path. There are no missile turrets being built though, now the Mutas have been spotted. Meanwhile, the Protoss player, the Philander, goes for Void Rays. So now the aggression will be on the Mutas, and it looks like Sugar will be trying to use that time to actually get his economy up. The Mutas aggression is trying to take down as much as possible. There is a lot of them from Undertaker, that's a big pile of Mutas. And the 3rd base for the SpLiT is going down because of it, and the Void Rays have been sent to death. Unfortunately, there is not enough anti-air for the Protoss player. Mutas are taking a fight with the Marines, but yeah, Marines clumped up could not be as easy to deal with Mutas, but without upgrades, I believe also. So, but yeah, Undertaker pulls back. That's fine. There is Storm being researched, +1 for the Protoss player. He's keeping his Immortal Void Ray campaign, and SpLiT is just building the bio mines and Marines and Medivacs. There are Archons being provided. Archons are really good against the Mute aggression. So that's pretty much the only aggression that is happening while Sugar is just trying to replenish his army and trying to replenish his economy and going for some extra upgrades to be able to deal with whatever is coming. Meanwhile, Undertaker is already pretty much on the 6th base, or he's trying to take the 6th base on the bottom side. While Sugar is still barely holding his 3rd base, but there is the 3rd base denied for SpLiT, and there is the 3rd base only going on for Philander, which is which is like advantage for the Zerg players, and the Mutas are keeping both players, Terran and Protoss, at bay right now. So that's a big mutable running around freely. There has been a call to do something, some aggression. It's a move out from the Protoss player, which has been called out by Undertaker, and he is spotting that and trying to deny the resupplying Zealots. and the mission for Sugarcult is actually to hold this aggression, which is not gonna be easy. The Lings maybe not the best choice, unfortunately, at this case, because Lings are they are just having +1 armor, and now they will have +1 attack. The attack has been called, and joined forces successfully got rid of the aggression from Philander. So Philander just lost his army alone without support of his teammate, which is not cool. But he has High Templars with Storms, which could be painful. Sugar is falling back on defensive stance, while the Undertaker is the one who is taking again the aggressor part over here. There are some storms being dropped. There are some liberators. The mine almost got a good shot on the mutas. That would be really painful to land. But looks like the SpLiT army is not actually reacting to the Lings, which are eating down the economy of his teammate, of Philander's base. Philander meanwhile is sending charge lots for attack, and Sugar has been called to defend it and successfully does it. And Undertaker is already on ultra tech here, and he's going for 11 ultras, so that's a big economy, big sustain of money being run around, and pretty much the aggression. As I expected, and as I already warned the Undertaker when he asked me to become a teammate, I said that you will have to carry me around, and he said no problem, let's have some fun. And yet here we are. It seems like it's happening because of his mute aggression. The Zerg and the Terran and Protoss player were not able to expand much, and were contained in their own bases. And therefore the economy of Undertaker has been taking a leap forward, and yeah, he's pretty much maxed out constantly, while Sugar, or me in this case, could be actually building economy up and holding the defense line if there is any aggression coming. There comes the Terran army. Sugar is joining in some infestors, which will be really good against the Marine army because of the fungals, and that could be a thing. And looks like Philander and SpLiT has joined their armies finally to come to attack. Really nice fungal there, dropped down. There are already ultras, which are disturbed by a lot of hydras. Everything is being just attack moved here F2A, and GG is called from the Philander side. SpLiT is still hanging around in the game, but yeah, it doesn't look bright for them. Yeah, and SpLiT also is leaving the game, so it's 2-0. Undertaker and Sugar takes the game, the first matchup of their tournament in the group stage.